man. 1 2 1 2. 1 2 1 2. Can you guys hear me now? Technical difficulties with this mic today. I did change some settings on my. But are you on YouTube, Emmanuel, or are you here in the room on Discord? Let me go to YouTube, guys. I'm gonna have to monitor this myself. I do apologize. I apologize. We are gonna have to do this ourselves right now. Not on YouTube. Okay, I just fixed that on YouTube. Okay, great. Now I can hear you. Cool. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Great, let's do it, guys. I'm live now, and this is the Power Hour. We'll try to be here until 11:10, 11:20 Eastern Time. So, ES, right? Uh, Beautiful. I'm gonna lower. I have this feedback on my ears from YouTube, so I'm gonna lower the volume there. I apologize. Give me 1 sec, and let me just monitor my accounts. All right. Let me make sure our EMini, right? Whatever we will do on that EMini trade. What are the insights that I'll give you guys for today? Early in the morning, let me post this back to my guys in the room. So this morning, right before we open, and let me make sure yes, it is pretty cool. This morning, before we open the room, here on our Discord channel. So a couple of things that I gave my guys on RTH advice, what to expect from the market. Of course, we are open inside balance, inside day. So let's go quickly over that. What is an inside balance, inside day? Well, that is that when you open, oops, excuse me. I'm gonna have to change this now to black because it's gonna be much easier, or blue, doesn't matter. So what happened is we opened right at 56 this morning, right? When we opened the market right at 56.25, you can see it in the charts. And then we start migrating lower. I mean, migrating higher, excuse me. Right from 56, we went to 60. And from 60, they took us back all the way down now to 44 in the markets. So what did we do early on this morning, right? Early on this morning, first thing you have to do is look into your, what do you call it? Your support and supply, right? Demands area. So as we came into the morning, I told the guys, listen, hey, start looking for a potential inside day, okay? First of all, it's going to be an inside day potential. Rotational, sometimes these days, like Monday, is more like an observation day. I will go over what happened on Friday. I was not here on Friday, but I did replay my charts last night. And a couple of things to look for under Friday. I'll go over those as well. So the ES printing 46 right now, underneath the overnight low, right below the overnight low. The ultimate target, guys, is this 41.35. So that 52, I believe this 52 that they gave us, it was not a bad. It was a 50. That's the 50% media of the whole range that they are playing with. So any drop below this 44 that you see here, that's gonna give you about 10 points to 35. So keep yourself on the lookout there for that drop. If we drop below that 44 area on for the EMini. Okay. So one thing to note, and we're about to drop. Let me see my NQQs and my TQQs and my other stuff here. What are the internals looking like? Negative. On the tick, we have nothing. My TQQs, they are around 93.23. Those of you who follow the trade, I'll go into that detail in a little bit. So, what to expect from today? Potential rotational day, right? Observation day, that's what we call it. Mondays are usually where guys just dump stuff on the books, or their inventory from Friday, which usually I have seen that for the past almost month and a half. Fridays becomes the day where they just squeeze people out, right? Creates an inventory, dump some really demands side, and then on Mondays and Tuesdays we have seen this little drug in the market. All right. So this morning I told my guys, listen, anything we open at 41.56, anything above 40.63, start looking for 67s, and there you have it, right? First target 64, so I grabbed those points. Actually, I went long right at the 55. I'll give you that. Oh, here it is. Here is my trade, right? Right at the open. As we were opening the market, that was my first trade of the day. On my Interactive Broker account, I placed my trade 40.55. I thought I was gonna get 53s, but I typo. So that was a fat finger. My order was supposed to be 41.53, not 41.55. And by fat fingering, I got filled at 55. And then I was like, oh man, my only target now is 60s. So I put my target for the guys 62s and 61s and put a tight stop. I mean, after I fat finger. And I was able to get out at 62. And I left some money on the table because we went all the way to 67, as you can see. So now the market is just balancing here, boring. If you're scalping, it's great. It's a paradise for the scalping. And I'll show you what to do on those. If you do that, I mean, I do it as well. But if you do it like for 1-2 points, now this is a paradise for that. Algos are all over the place this morning. You can see the book here on Bookmap, but I'm waiting for this number. If you look, here is what I'm waiting for, 32.50, right below the 35. Remember, we have this gap, guys. All right, don't forget, we have a beautiful gap underneath, the one from Friday. We have a Thursday to Friday gap. But then I just want them to get over here to the bottom of the gap, to the top, excuse me, to the top of the gap. And there could be a potential move back to the extremes and back to the open. I'm waiting for that. Let's see if that happens. Bookmap is for sure showing some balance. I mean, we see these struggle here on the 57s, and we also see here is your demand zone. Look at the 42s, right? 42s, we have some demand. So if this thing drops from that 52 again, there is a good chance that we will be hitting this, what do you call it? This 42 level. So if you see that, I believe you can see that that 42 again. Now it is scalping because what's happening is most of the time these guys will only move like 2, 3, 4 points and then retrace back on the EMini. You will see that a lot. So just know where you are at all times and start looking for that particular change. Let me go to my, let's see, do I bring these up a little bit so I can see it? That'd be beautiful. So let's go to the stocks and let's take a look at it. All right, what to expect from, oops, not I want to do that. Where is my playlist? There you go. So let's go back to the ES here. I might be able to capture some points here from 47. Look at what happens. I mean, we have a very nice, if you place a nice trend line off those 60s, right, as we drop off those 60s, you can see directly where are you struggling, right at that trend line. So now that they gave me that 50, for those of you scalping for 2-3 points, that was not a bad trade, $200-300. You see them coming up again, right at the 45. And then you see this double bottom on the 5 minutes. Excuse me, this is the 1 minute chart for now just to look at entries. But you can see already for the past 5 minutes, we've been tapping that 45. And that was, I was telling my friends here in the room, please give me 45. And they did. Now, good thing to know, though, is that we are inside the range from overnight. When we go below and we go back inside, right, there is a good chance you will go and tag the open, right? The odds are in your favor. That's what I was looking. I was looking for my longs right here at the extremes if we would come to that 44, 42. Unfortunately, we only came to 44.25. So, you know, you only have 3 points to go here. We might be able to capture those 3 points. I will place a tight stop. What I would do is if I go long these 52s, I want to make sure my stop is really, really tight. 47, if you look at that 47, is about 6 points from where you are. The thing is that your risk reward is very small. If you go long these 52s, your stop should be like no more than half of this candle, around 50. any longs on this 53? Because if not, like for me, usually I look at demand zone and supply zone. My demand was right here, right around the 47. So my risk going long 53s all the way to 47, and my reward will be just the open. And the open is what, 56 is only 2 points, too small. So I will need to make sure my reward is all the way to the top on those 55. So those longs 52s, look for the open right now, you know, and then we can take it back to 60s if possible. Remember, if you went long now, time to, ring the register. Those 52s to 56 is about 4 points because they can easily drag you down. So now the trend line on the 1 minute is good, it's looking okay. Now on the what I care about is my profile. Remember, I use my 1 minute only for entering the trade. What I care is the profile. The profile is right at the open. So tagging the open, right? Tagging and hold it. Let's see if they hold this and we can finally get out into the 60s. We can go to this 67 and then I want to take my trade, right? Then I really want to start taking my trades and start looking long for those EMini trades. Not bad. Doesn't look like a bad trade at all. Let me look at my TQQs. I am long TQQs. You can see 100 shares. Boom. All right, let's see if this is going to work. My SMH, let's see my SMH. SMH, I am positive. Did anybody grab that SMH at 227? You guys should have grabbed that SMH. Oil right now, 66 bucks, guys. Oil coming out big now. And that's why I wanted it to wait for that short on oil. But you guys know me. Let me lock this. You guys know me. Oil, I am not shorting this baby yet, right? So did change a little bit on my graphics. You see a big difference today, just for purpose of YouTube. Now, 66, we have some, what do you call it? High of the day, 66.06 now on oil. 66.10, I believe, is this virgin point of control that we have on oil, 66.12. And expecting to hit this maybe today. I mean, if this thing is rolling, it's only 10 ticks away from it. We can easy go and grab it. Man. 66.10. Yeah, I'll take a look at it. I have it on my other account as an order to short it, but I don't want to be playing too aggressive on this oil short. I will probably just wait it out for a little bit, see what it's going to do for the rest of the day. I mean, I missed the long, guys, by freaking 30 cents. That kind of hurt when you see this move. My order was at 64.30, 64.50, excuse me, this morning. Place an order there. Man, and they only gave me 87. And again, the guys, those of you who know me, I mean, this was a big miss for me, because I always go long on the 85s or 55. And I don't know, for whatever reason this morning, I wanted it to grab those 55 numbers, and I got screwed up big time, because now these guys, they just, man, straight off the 87 number, they just gave us about $1.10. I mean, almost $1.15, almost 1,500 bucks. I mean, almost $1,100 on this trade on one lot. I missed it. Placed my order too low. I was expecting these guys to open and go lower, right below the overnight low. You see how we open right at the lows of the overnight on oil, man, and they just rip it. So nothing to do for me right now. I'm gonna have to wait. And the short probably is the best trade on oil, to be honest. Looking to short the 66.15 to grab it back to value. It will be a quick trade. It's not going to be a crazy trade. Just a quick trade on my oil. Let's go back to SMH. SMH making some good money. So is the TQQs. Let me go back to the TQQs, see if I can get 94s, 95, and 97s. So TQQs, this is what it's looking like. Yeah, we can grab 95s on that TQQ. Anybody going long with me, or if you guys were playing that TQQ play, the 95, the 96 on those TQQs start to look okay. All right. So that's what I have on the TQQs for those of you. Apple, in the meantime, Apple kind of tired, and we see those 27s on Apple. So I want to grab this Apple maybe. Man, but look at the beautiful demand zone on Apple today. Right to it. They just came right to 125.60 this morning. And the good chances is we push towards this right here, 126.50, and then the 127 on Apple. So I will have an order here on Apple right around the 125. This is a nice area to go long, Apple 125s. All right, what are the NQs doing? NQs coming back online right at the open again. Same thing as the ES. All of them trying to get some life. And not bad, not bad. Let me go back to my tweet deck. And all right, let's go back here. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful so far. Let's see if this ES is going to do any meaningful thing after tagging that open, guys. I mean, are we gonna move into these 60s or not, or what the heck are we gonna do, right? So let me get this out of the way, and let me put my SMH and my, I forgot to give you guys my SMH for today. SMH, there you go. I wanna go grab the SMH. 56 on ES. How about AMC, guys? Look at this beautiful AMC, right? AMC, what a, I mean, God, I even, really, of the $9, when I went long the 99 and got off of the 12, I left some money on the table on AMC. Let's look at SMH for now. So this is what SMH is looking like, and those of you grabbing those 227s, I grabbed the 229. Look for these 231s. That's what I'm going for on my SMH. 231s, 232s. If I can grab those, even the 231 here looks a bit heavy on the supply, so we can go grab those 231s, 232s on SMH. Let me make sure this is greater than 250. Let's see if I can get anything out of my tape reading today. All right, for my TQQs. Tesla, let's go to Tesla in a bit. I'm looking at the ES sitting at, that's why I'm going to stocks right now. I'm seeing the ES sitting right at 56, which is the open. Like I told you, we will tag it. And the thing is, what are we going to do with it now, right? Oh, hold on. Somebody's asking me for my link for the link for Power Hour. All right, let me post this again. All right. All right, there we go. Here is the link, and those of you, there you go. All right. What I was gonna say now? Okay, so we were right looking at Tesla. Tesla looks ugly. I mean, Tesla is just a freaking mess. And look for, I mean, any options, any option plays are going to be ugly now, because now the moves on Tesla are about 7 points. Friday was ridiculously. The market went hot, really hot, and they didn't do nothing. So I really don't know what to do with this Tesla trade. I will probably wait for these 70s, see if Kathy is going to come and rescue this trade on Tesla, guys. There is nothing much to do. But going long these 570s is not bad at all. I mean, this can easily print 700 in a couple of months. I don't know if it's going to be so soon, but easily into earnings, this baby can start moving into these 650s. So playing some put credit spread 60 days out, or playing some directionals, or a broken butterfly, this can give you some pretty good money when it comes to playing Tesla. Tesla, once gets above 600 bucks, you can print those $620, $650 on Tesla. All right, DKNG, I have a position on DKNG. You guys know that I'm long 50 bucks, taking a bit of a hit here because I'm down $7. I don't like to lose that much on a trade, but I like the long-term potential for DKNG. I'm waiting for somebody to really, these guys, I think they have a target on their backs. Somebody eventually is going to buy them out. I think once earnings start popping in, maybe in a year, people start looking at this baby. I believe there is a good chance that somebody will acquire them. My risk is very limited. I only have about, I think, 5% of my investments on DKNG. So back to the EMini. Now EMini printing 5650. Again, we're struggling here. Look at this balance, and we can break out of this balance, which is what I'm waiting for, right? We can break either way, but I would like this break to go to these 65s and then 73s on my EMini. Currently, right at the open, 56 off the bottom. I mean, geez, we have a nice lower, I mean, very nice higher low so far. right around those 47s, like I told you. And if we come back to this 47 and hold, then look for the reversal back to that open 56. Let's see if this is going to give me any meaningful stuff so far. Neo, I haven't touched it in a little bit. Talking a little bit about the insights on Neo, though the problem with Neo is those stories are holding. That's like the good news is that these 30s are holding. The bad news, this thing once dropped the 30, is game over, right? So long-term play, those of you playing it, I have stocks, I have options, I have leaps on Neo. Boeing this morning, I told you, look for the 225, right? 225s on Boeing. Any longs? I mean, we went from 27 to 24 this morning. So any longs at 222 are the targets will be those 230s. Okay. Hold on. By the way, hold on. Give me 1 second. I want to make sure my SMH. Okay, TQQs and SMH are working. Tilray is up $1. Wow. Why is Tilray up $1? All right, let's go to my other transactions that I have going on. So Boeing, looking for those 220 long guys. That's the best trade on Boeing. I mean, if we can grab it to all the way to 260, I mean, what else do you guys need, right? I'll be pretty sweet all the way to 260 again. Right, let's go back to the EMini again because I see 54s. And nah, not bad. 64s. 64s. AMC. AMC, let me make sure this goes above 900 shares only. I want to see only the big fishes here on my AMC feed. AMC pulling from these 14 bucks, okay? It's still positive for the day. I just saw it. It's positive about 62 cents, guys. AMC. And man, look at this. I mean, all the way to 1440. I exited 12. I really regret it. I mean, I make good bucks last week on AMC. So let's see what we can do. Give me 1 second, guys. All right. So, man, 47s on the ES. We dropping. Hold on. Let's go back to the ES for a minute because that's what I was waiting for. ES 45s now. Whoa, they just whoosh completely. Look at that inventory, right? That's what I told you guys. Wait. This is a waiting game. They came right to it. Let me see if my order got executed on my Interactive Broker account. Because I was placing an order to go 47 longs. Did they execute it? Yep, I am long 47 on my freaking Interactive Broker. Great job. Woo, thank you, Interactive. Okay, so I'm long 47. I will post it to you guys. Oh, man, come on. I didn't want to do that. Where is my live trading? There you go. Right. So, you want to see the book map? Okay, yes, I give you the book map right now, sir. Hold on. Let me type this 47 long on the ES, please. Because I just took it and long 47. Exit 41.48, 10 points on the ES. Wow, great job. Awesome. Beautiful. You got 10 points on that, baby. Man, I love it. I love when you guys do those things. So you shorted the 58s? Nice. What a beautiful trade. I'm long 47s. I will be placing a tight stop. A tight stop on maybe 44s. No more than 3 points. I don't want to give him some of my money away to the ES. Maybe this was a fat finger by somebody. That was a big drop, right? In a bunch of inventory right of that. So let's go put the, you say TQQ. What do you want, Emmanuel? TQQ for a sec. All right, let me go back into the TQQs. Put those TQQs back online. Oh, down my TQQs, my other charts. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. I have multiple screens. I was like, where is my TQQ? Where is my TQQ? Well, here's my TQQ for you. There's my TQQ. There you have it on the screen. Probably give you a snapshot if you like. But these things changes. But so far, TQQ. Here is my TQQ. I will probably minimize it just a little bit, tiny bit, and take a snapshot and put it for you guys on the chat. All right. There you have it. You don't need that. There. That's what you need. All right. Copy, paste. All right. There you have it. 42. So they might stop me out here. They did stop me out. Good. I got stopped out on that trade. Long the ES. So 3 points. Gave away 3 points. Where the hell is it? All right. Reply. Stop. Minus 3 points. They stopped me out. I placed my order. 47, stop me at 44. Once we dropped at 44, I didn't want to take any more hit. And now they might take me back up because all they want is to grab this 35. And I think we're heading to that 35 bubble. There is a good chance that we might continue the drop to that 45. I don't know what to tell you. Right now, I'm an iffy for my longs. Should I just wait for the 35? I mean, why rush into it? I missed the long and I missed the short. Well, I didn't miss the long. The first long, I grab it. So this trade, we grab it. And this one right now off the 47, they just stopped me out. My next trade is to wait for, right? My next trade, I just want to wait and grab this 35 back up. Like these extremes. Here is the biggest thing. And I talk about it this morning, right? The thing is, when trading inside days, you have to be very selective for your longs and for your shorts because they can easily squeeze you, right? Easily squeeze you. If you look, this is the first time we are out, right? We are out of that overnight low, right out of the IB. You are out of that IB. So this is the range extensions that we always wait for, right? Range extension is working so far. So let them see. I mean, if we did not short it, those 52s, 53s, let them come back to the move back into the 35. I think that would be the best thing to do. All right, best thing to do. So TQQs are out of my other screen. 93.50s. I'm long 93.45, so I'm not losing absolutely nothing. Oil right at 66. Oil right at 66. And the internals not looking that great. Not bad. So let me give you the internals for those of you who follow the internals and put them on the screen for you guys. Oh man, there. Well, I'm probably gonna have to redo this. So there you have it. Here are the internals. Internals looking, I mean, 266 out of 500 are negative on the S&P. So volume-wise, I would love to see it much better. After 1 hour of trading, I have to check with, well, I'll check right now. But I have to check with Dalton right now to see. I mean, look at this. We are still holding just a tiny bit. Not a lot, but kind of neutral on volume compared to Friday. Tick doesn't look that healthy. We have 3 against 2, positive, negative. We're just going all the way that zero line if you play those 0 lines. Hold on, guys. I need to place an order because these suckers, they just gave me that 47, right? And they might give me this move back to the 50s. And goddamn, look at these guys. They just went to 50. And this is the cup, by the way. Look at the cup. They are about to. Let me place an order. See if they can pull it back to that 48 and get me. Anybody long? Hold on, guys. I'm going to place this long into the room, please. If you were planning to go long the ES, there was the long of the 47. They just stopped me out. That's all they did. Algo is flattening. Yes, long 44. Awesome. Awesome bubble. Great job. I should have refilled my order there. Just recaptured that ES. That was the move. So I have an order right at 48. I don't want to see another. I mean, man, look at these guys just going back to 53. That was the trade. That was the trade, guys. That was the trade. And I was just looking at the internals. The internals coming back online. That's exactly what I wanted to see. Look at the internals, right? Internals right off the 300 coming back online on our S&P. And I see this candle, this baby, right at 44. And that was my trade. My order is still sitting there, man, at 48. And I think I'm going to cancel it because there is no reason to have it. We're up 60 points, almost 60 points so far on this rotation. Man, that sucks. Sucks. That sucks. But it is what it is. You play with your risk, and that was my risk, 10 points. So they stopped me out for nothing on my Interactive Broker. Let me go check it out. Let me go check out my Interactive Broker account, see if I can place another order. Well, I'm making money on TQQs and FNGU and my apples and stuff, but that was such a nice trade. Off 12 points. Whoa, another 10 points. What can I say, my friend? You know the drill, right? There you go. You know the drill. Bubble, 20 points in about an hour, less than an hour. Pretty sweet. Man, God, I cannot believe this. Oh, look at that. 10 points out of my way. That's out of my hands, just like that. All right. So, back to the open, right? C period, back to the open. You see the target to the TIG again. Right to the TIG once again. They tag it. This is the second time. B period, C period, right? Why am I making you guys listen to this tagging of the open when we do have inside dates? Because that's what you will get. The reason I'm trying to nail this to you guys when we are using market profile is because on rotational days, this is exactly the play, guys. Just like you've seen over the past hour and a half, this is their game, and you need to be ready to play their game. Their game is take me out of the ballpark, take me out of the ballpark, and here is the magnet. Just do an analysis. Last time I did an analysis, and I think I found that 88%, I think it was 88 or 87%, 87% of the time when you have an inside day, right? Inside value, inside day, the rotation goes up, down 72% of the time. 72% of the time. And then our magnet gets tagged on the first 3 hours of trading at least 5 times. That's what I found on my analysis. At least 5 times. We have tagged this thing 7 times already. And you can go and grab the 1 minute chart. You can replay it. You can do whatever you want for you to see those statistics. I am a man of statistics. I love stats, and I'm always looking for the edge. What is my edge in the markets? So that's why when you see me going long here, yes, I got stopped out, right? I told you straight up, I got stopped out on my Interactive Broker. But why do you see me going long right at the overnight low? Because I know my statistics, right? If you follow your edge, guys, yes, sometimes you're going to lose, right? Like maybe I should have given a little more room, wiggly room. I did not. So what? Screw me. But the trade was there. That's why I told you, go long. Those of you who follow my trades, these are the results. This is why my guys in the room are able sometimes to do much better than me, because they not only hold the trade, but they go with the risk. 10 points on that, right? Here, long 44s, yeah, right on the algo, right? Another 10 points here, right? Simple trading. I don't complicate my life when it comes to trading the EMini or oil or any other instrument. And now we're back struggling to go above this open. So the chances are now these guys will roll over back to the even or back to the midpoint, which is 52s or 50s, right? We could probably just roll over back to the 50s. Let me go look at my beautiful book map. And yeah, you see them. The struggle is real today on this open, right? The struggle is real, this open. Good, Bubble. Thank you for following that, because that gave you some pretty good chunk of money. 55s again on the ES, guys. What am I doing? Nothing. Waiting mode. Actually, I'm gonna look for my TQQ's money to see how's that going. I'm making beautiful money on both. Those of you back to the ES, guys, I just told you, man. You know what? Hold on, I'm not gonna miss this. I could be a little bit late here. Could be a little bit naive on this trade, but here's the move that this can give me that 58, maybe 60 if we tag this open and run. We are developing value so far right on this 58, right on this 46, which is my overnight low. So overnight low and value area low confluence so far for the EMini. All right, let's go back to the stocks for a bit. And you guys see me going long this morning. TQQ's making some money. And by the way, I haven't ring my register yet, but I see TQQ giving me $200 already multiple times. So if I see this 95, I'm gonna exit my TQQ. Those, I think, Emmanuel, you were going with the TQQs. I probably gonna close my 95s and go back and grab it at 93s again. So I'm gonna be playing this range, getting 2% every single time. So all my TQQs. Now let's go back to SMH. SMH, look, I told you, go long to 28s. The thing gave you 225, yeah? So even if you took the long with me, they gave you 227. So, see, they gave you 227 right after I went long. Yeah, this was right after I went long the 228s. I went long 229s. I went long here. They gave you 227. So you have a much better entry than me. So I'll be ringing this baby out. 230s already. I'm waiting for 231s, 232s on SMH. But I can probably collect this $200. Listen, all I want is $2,000-$3,000 a day, guys. Nothing more than that. All right. If I can collect $600 every half an hour, I'm done by noontime. So what am I going to do with this baby? Probably gonna ring the register now, flatten it out. There you go. I'm out 230 and whatever, 230 and shit, 230.01. I think they feel me. So those of you who went long, I'm gonna just record it right now. Closing my SMH at 230. I will give you guys the return later on. I don't have time to do my return because I'm gonna be trading. You guys can do that on your own. You guys have the Excel sheet. All right, let's go back to TQQ because TQQ, I am making money as well. Don't leave money on the table. TQQ, I'm making about another $100 here. So what is the SMH gave us? About 150. I don't have the P&L. Let me put the P&L for the day just for me to see what am I doing so far. It's about $100. So this one gave us about $100, easy money. And what is TQQ giving me right now? About $100 as well. So there you go. 200, half an hour. Half an hour, not bad. Not bad. There it goes, 50. What did I tell you about the ES? Let me go back to the ES. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. What did I just told you? ES is going to come to that. Let me go back to the ES here. Come to the 50s. ES is struggling for real on this rotation today. It's expected. So if we are trading these rotations, we have to be extremely, extremely careful. Go back here. Let me put this on the screen because I want to see it. By the way, guys, I have not opened my chat. I don't even know if there is anybody in my... Okay, no, there is no one. Beautiful. Any questions, please post them on my Discord. I'm 90% on the Discord. If not, on YouTube. All right, I have my YouTube open here on my other screen. I can always see the participants that come online. All right, 94.27. Let's see if SMH is going to drop below the 230s. Any drop below the 230s on SMH, I'm grabbing it again. I'm placing an order just in case we see a rollover on the NQ. Here we go. Come on, baby. Don't give me this. I'm placing, you guys recall Friday, right? Off the 224 to the 227s. Today I'm long the 229s to the 230s. But what happened on Friday? Friday gave us the 235, guys, on the SMH. So anywhere here in the middle, you have value. And those of you who follow value like myself, you know what I'm talking about. So I'm placing my order going long. Again, SMH, somewhere around here, the 226 to 2650. If I see it, I want to go long there, all right? TQQs and SMH, my FNGUs, those are my life. You guys know that. GameStop, I am long GameStop on my interactive broker, not on my Thinkorswim. So look at the people. And I posted a video last week, I believe. So those of you who are on Twitter, you know the drill. Beautiful setup. And I told you straight up, guys, those 150s, that's where you buy on GameStop. So I am long. I got out 80% at 165. And now we are topping off right here, right around the 170. We see if we break over the 170, then, oh, baby, these 190s are going to be. So I still have about 92, 91 shares, 92 shares. I'm waiting for this 170 to break. And if we comes back to this 45, I'm adding my 100 shares again, right? Another 100 shares. So kudos to you, those of you who follow this trade. I mean, this is the hourly trade, and this was back in the video. If you go look at my YouTube, the video is right there. All right. Which brings me to the next advertisement. Please go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please. All right, help me out there on the YouTube. Spread the word, please. That's the most important thing. On Twitter, follow me on Twitter. And also, please go ahead and retweet those the tweets that I sent, okay? So I have a couple of you guys helping me with that. But those of you who do not follow me on Twitter, here is my Twitter profile at ESLive, 8 hours a day, 8_com. ESLive, 8_com. If you come to YouTube, right? If you go to YouTube, all you have to do on YouTube, by the way, all you got to do on YouTube is go here and search EMini Carlos, and I should be somewhere there on the first ones. I did have a couple of changes done to my YouTube over the weekend, just to make it look more standard and more beautiful. One of the things that I did is now the daily recaps on oil, EMini and oil, they have the same thumbnail. What you will need to read or look into is actually the day off that you want to see. You know that those recaps are done every single day at nighttime, so you can come and spend some time here. Now, some of you guys were telling me to split my analysis, and I will do that, okay? I will follow that with you guys. So I will give you about 10 minutes. It's going to be a short video of 10 minutes, maybe less, I don't know, on EMini. So I will be posting now, starting today, 2 videos. I will give you 1 video for the EMini. I will give you 1 video for oil, right? And I will give you a recap video. The recap video will probably be a little bit longer. I might even include some stock trades or analysis. But my stocks, I am going to give you my stocks as a separate video. And those videos are going to be pretty short. I mean, stocks, I don't want to go into stuff like fundamentals, earnings, because not everybody who comes to the room knows about all the fundamentals and how to analyze balance sheets, how to analyze warrants, how to analyze a bunch of stuff on stocks. What I will do, I will concentrate on TA, technical analysis, and market profile to give you guys the best analysis, best insights on stocks, on the EMini and oil. You guys know my EMini and oil is all about MGI, is all about market profile, right? So please go ahead and spread the word. I would really appreciate it on that. So my stocks are right here at the bottom, and you can go and check out GameStop. It's right here. You can go check out GameStop. Go ahead and check out these 2. I mean, every single trade that we take in the room is actually analyzed and give you guys an insight. Look at Wafer. I haven't taken a look at Wafer today. My Wafer 293s, I think I closed it already. So that was my commercial for the day on YouTube. I don't want to be bothering you guys with that. And let me go back to my chat here and see what you guys have on the chat box. All right, so back to the ES for a minute. Coming off the 150 again, 4150. And we're tagging the midpoint. If you see the 52, we're tagging the midpoint a couple of times now. So let me go back to the 1 minute for you to see it clearly. And then I'll move on to, let me see, TQQs. Are we? Should I close my TQQ? There you go. TQQ now printing about 110 bucks. Maybe we can get $300, excuse me, out of the SMH and TQQs early this morning. If we can get 300 bucks a year plus my 750 from the ES, about $1,000 so far for the day. If I can get a three, we get a three. Baba, some of you guys been asking me about this Baba. Baba, I told you last couple of weeks ago about the 220s. Now we drop below it, and that's the problem with news from China. Hold on, I have a message. I have so many messages from this guy. Okay, good. I have a small message from my other guys on Telegram. What I was gonna say is on TQQ, on Baba. Baba last couple of weeks ago, right? EMini is still holding, guys, right? 54s, let me minimize that. I will have it there. It's still holding these 50s now on that EMini. So, Baba, we've talked about the 220s. Let me give you the daily, excuse me. Come on, give me the daily. I'm gonna wait for the daily. All right, here it is. Here is the daily, and talk about the support right around the 220s, right? There you have it on the screen. I'm gonna make it a 220 so that it's clear for everybody on the room. I have libs, and full disclaimer, I am long, very, very long with Baba on the 220s. So last week, a couple of weeks ago, I posted a video, and here is our trend line on Baba, okay? Look at all the space, right? Please, please, please. Look at all the space you have from the 200s. Oops, excuse me. Let me blow it up just a bit. Because this can be that trade that is going to give you about 10,000 bucks, and I don't want you to miss it. This is going to be our money making. This is the 197. I will make sure this is 196.70. And this is the yellow line in the sand for me, and I will make it really thick for you to see it. 196.70. The stock is currently at 212. So a put credit spread right around the 292, 190, 180 is beautiful. This, I want to be net seller right here. I want to sell the 195, 190 put credit spread for next week, and I will be looking into this tomorrow, right? This is what I want. I want to be a net seller, collect some premium, maybe about $1,000 here, and let this baby roll back to the 220, maybe 218 bucks this week. That's the move that I want to play. The next move is to grab the stock and play it to the 240, right? We have some news about Hong Kong last week. We have some news about China government, and you know how they've been trying to really hammer Baba. So you have that news related on the stock. I want you to be aware of that. So if you don't have the risk appetite for any Chinese stock, don't touch them, because that's what you will be dealing 90% of the time. It's not about the US, it's mostly about the Chinese government just going over these stocks. Baidu, same story. What happened to Baidu last week? Baidu last week, I was going long those 200 bucks. I'm still long 200 bucks on Baidu. Baidu now is only 190, 191 and a quarter. We went even lower, and you guys recall, same story, right? Same story. What did I say? Here is the low. That is the 200. We are right at the 200 moving average. We came right to the 174, and we today, right, we are right at the 200 moving average, a little bit above it, finally breaking above it. But the last week, all last week, we went below, right? We went below. So now about the 200, let's see if this is going to give me back to the 20 or back to the 50 on Baba. ES in the meantime doing nothing. That's why I'm going over the stocks, 41.53. So my Baba trade, that's my Baba trade. Nail, I'm probably going to get some home builders. Come on, load my chart. All right, what's going on with Nail? Last week, we are right at the 50, by the way, right? We are right at the 50 on the, let me give you guys, yeah, we're right on the 50. We tagged the 50 today, and man, I might start moving into this because last week gave us this 117. No, excuse me, this 92s. On Friday, back on 92s. That's about $5. Even today, they gave me the 84, and that was a big mistake by me not grabbing that 84. Let me place 200 shares here. Not a 101. 200 shares, not 2,000. I'll place this order right now in case I see it. There, buy 200, right at 84 on, let's see if they get executed on that. Let me go to the SMH, see if I can get it at 227 again. Here we go, below 230, right? Remember, we just sold it at 230 on SMH. Let's see if the NASDAQ is rolling over. Just a little bit. So, SMH, I want to grab this sweetheart again right on the 227s, right? This has been such a great stock, guys, to trade. If I want to grab it, let me go look at the book. Always, my entries are here. You guys know me. SMH, what do we have? Yep, SMH right around the 228. This is what I want to be grabbing in. 229, even just like this morning, I grab it at 229. You guys recall, 229, I exit at 230. Now, I want to grab it again on the 229s or 228.60s. So let me modify my order just a tiny bit for today. All right, for today. Go get me those 228.60. There you go. Boom. Order is in. Don't need to worry about it. All right, let me go back to gold. Oh my God, guys. You guys recall when gold, I went long gold, those 1730s. Look where we are now, right? Look at gold, man. We broke. I think we broke completely the trend line last week. No, this week. Yeah, no, last week, excuse me. But this week, let me look at the trend line. Yes. So last week we broke it, right, completely. And I'm going to adjust this because this was the channel. I want you to look at the bigger picture on gold. Let's see. There you go. This is what I want you to look. This was one of my analysis I was doing for my guy here in Houston. We just broke it today. Yep, that's what I'm telling you. We just broke it today because I just gave this to my friend here in Houston. I was looking for the gold to just go on these 1860s. Chances are we're going to hit this 1900. Chances are we are heading for that even number for the gold trade. My 1740s, God, geez, Lou. I mean, those 1740s that I grabbed, big miss because I got out too early. I only took about 30 points on it. And, man, God. I exit at 1800, somewhat, not even 1800, 1790s. And, well, it is what it is. I didn't see it. I didn't see this cup and the breakout, and this cup and handle was beautiful. I just did not read it correctly on my oil, and I paid the price because I exited too soon on my gold trade. All right, back to the EMini. See what the heck EMini is doing again, right on the 50s. So let's go back to the EMini here. 53. Wow. 53. Unbelievable. So, before I close the room today, one thing that I was going to talk about early in the morning, I completely forgot about it. Let me get rid of all these lines. Before I do anything, for the EMini, I'll give you guys some insight. And this was last week. Let me get rid of this one. And look at last week, and this is what I wanted to talk. Last week's currently printing 4150, by the way. 4150. Last week, on Friday, which was a really strong day, I'm going to zoom in here, we tag the 20 MA Friday on the EMini. Today, we're still not even going above these 20 MA. So what is this telling you? Right? Good chances are we will retrace maybe today and tomorrow, which is this inside day today is kind of weird because, it's first day observation Monday. But if tomorrow, if we retrace 50% of this baby, right around the 41.35, 41.27, you see my marks right here, the move for me potentially is to start looking for longs here, but having a really tight stop, because if not, we're just gonna hit again this 40.50. Remember that 40,020, and we have a gap down below. I'm gonna move into the market profile right now. So going long, let's see if we're gonna retrace at least 60 or 70% of this. If you place, and I did that last night on my other charts that I have on my interactive broker, look at the 50%, and I'm gonna minimize. I don't want to see the 38%, just the 50. I just want to see the 50 and the 18, right? I'll make this like this so you can see it. I don't want to see the 78. There you have it. Let me move these out of the way. There, and let's get rid of this one. There. So here is the fib on particularly the ES. Look at the 50% move, guys. That 50% move confluence is right around 41.34. What did I tell you this morning? 41.34 or 41.35, I think I gave you on my RTH for this morning, right? The expectations. Here is the 41.35, 41.30 on that ES. One of the reasons is because I saw the fifth number being here, that 50% move. And this will give you that top of the gap. So as a good trader, you want to see where those numbers laid, right in the middle. So I'm looking for those 30s and see if we can get it back up into the 50s for the rest of the week. We might consolidate here. If you go look at the daily chart, we made that, what was it, 4% drop last week, right? And I haven't found that image, by the way. God, I'm probably going to have to redo the whole analysis. Emmanuel, if you were in the room, I think, Emmanuel, you were asking me about my charts. Man, I need to start saving those charts. Like this chart on the NASDAQ from 1987 to 2021. This is from my friend. He actually posted it. I'll ask him to give me the analysis on these days when the NASDAQ is, let me see if I can open the original for everybody to see it in the room. So here is the EMini. I mean, not the EMini, excuse me. Here is the NQ. What happened to the NQ? And I mentioned this in the room. Those of you who are here daily, you guys know about this. I told you 2 weeks ago, 2 Fridays ago, the treasuries were going down. And the NASDAQ was going down, right? The NQ was going down. Well, again, I need to have an edge in the markets, and my edge is going for technical analysis and stats. I went and created some stats. A friend of mine did this, and he posted it on Twitter. I gotta go to his tweet and get it from his tweets and replay it for you guys, repost it for you guys. He put this, and he told me, hey man, there is a chance that just looking at these statistics, the next 12 months, every single time, look at these dots indicate this statistic. Every time the NASDAQ goes down 5%, and then the Treasury go down 2% in 3 days, once you start seeing this, well, look at the NASDAQ 12 months later, right? This is the only time when we actually did the same thing, right? This is the only time, and I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to highlight this, right? These have been the only time has been this one back in 87 and this one back around 2000. And this was the crash of the 2000, right? The internet boom from the 2000. This is the only time, actually, this one here, this is the only one that hit this statistic and it went lower. And this was the .com, the bubble. And this one kind of gave us some good return and then roll over. But every other one, guys, every single one of them, right? And he's amazing at statistics. I love this guy. He's just one of the best. Miami guy. I love it. So I'll probably get his tweets and get you involved with his analysis that he does. Pretty amazing. So NQs, we're looking at some moves long term. We actually are playing TQQs and FNGU with him, and we're playing some long-term libs and a bunch of other stuff on our funds. I will be paying attention to my NQs again during this week. We need to hold. I think the weakest of all was, if you look at the NDX, the weakest of all was the NDX. Let me show you. Let me show you what we were looking about it last night. Here is the NDX right on the screen. You saw the difference, and I don't know if I can put it here on the screen, but the difference between the NDX and S&P 500, right? When you go to the ES and the SPX, actually, I'm going to put the SPX on the screen, right? You see the similarities on the SPX and our NDX. But the SPX, though, was able to be above it on Friday, right? On the close, above the 20, but our NDX did not. I think our NDX was pretty close to it. 41.51, guys, on the ES, nothing to do. Nothing to do. Let me zoom here. Look, our NDX closing below the 50, right? Below the 50. When our SPX closed right a tiny bit above the 20. A tiny bit, not a lot. So because of this, this kind of being a little weaker on the NDX, we are expecting maybe a little pullback back to this 13,200. And last week we couldn't hold this 13,000. I was expecting the 12,000 really soon when I saw the drop right below our 13,000 mark on the NQ. So again, this is the line in the sand for me. Honestly, if the market will roll over and give us a 10-20% correction, I will be looking at the NQs to hold these 13,000, right? If they don't hold this 13,000, and I'm gonna probably mark it here just for sanity's sake on my end. Here is the 13,000 mark on NQ. If we don't get any traction, guys, this thing is just going to drop another 5-10% to the 200, and the 200 is right around 12,500 currently. And as we move lower, this thing might even go to the 12,000 mark. So start paying attention to those cues, please, safely as we trade technology. Earnings were great. I think the economy, once the economy restarts, the economy is going to be great. So pay attention to that as you're trading the markets daily. Look where we are right now on the EMini, again, right at the 45. This time I will go along those 44s. You guys know me, and I'm about to grab my internals. And those of you, where are my internals? I think I have my internals somewhere here. The internals, again, here are the internals. What do they look like so far? As I'm about to close the room, it's 10:10, 11:10 Eastern, right? Again, we're going back around, but we're holding these 260s. So my move, volume is kind of ugly. Let me go back to volume. Volume compared to Friday. We're down about 1-2% maybe. They just execute my order. All right, going back to my order. They just execute my order on SMH. SMH. There you have it. All right, longs 228.50. Let's go to the book map. I told you I was gonna wait for my SMH 228.50. They just grabbed me. Boom. Fill my order 228.50. Let's see if we can take it back to 230, 232s. In the meantime, back to, now let me go back to my ES and place my trade on the ES. Holding 41.42s. Oh man, did we tag the 41.40 yet on the EMini? No, 41.43, that's what they gave me. So let's go back to the EMini here. Come on. Trend lines, guys. It's all about trend lines today. These EMini is having such a hard time today. Come on, man. EMini, there it is, having such a hard time. And now we went even below the 42. So I'll be cautious here going long, but I mean, I'm liking it. My extremes looks pretty good here on my EMini, and this is my next trade to give me the 10 points back to 250s. I mean 41.50s, excuse me. So EMini, grabbing the 44. There you go, SMH now printing 229s. Let me look at the FMGU on my interactive broker accounts, making sure this thing gets lovely. They execute my 25.25, excuse me. 25.25 longs on my FNGU on my interactive brokers, finally. I've been waiting for that for a while. Going back to volume on for you guys. Volume on the NICE, you guys see it on the screen as well on my breadth indicator on the internals that I'm about to post. Not bad, right? Today, same than Friday, right? Same than Friday. And we have some pretty good, healthy internals on Friday. So let me put back this on the screen. All right. Let me go back to my interactive brokers, put a long 41.44 or 41.42s on this ESC if I can grab it. 41.42s. Man, they did not execute my short on KSS. By the way, KSS, I'm going to go to that because they just execute one of the orders and the second one is still not there. Come on. What is my... Hold on, guys. Hold on. Give me 1 second because my interactive broker, I'm doing something here on my interactive brokers. I just want to make sure. Yes. Holy Christ. Guys, give me 1 second. KSS, I don't want to miss this trade. KSS, short 63.27 right now. Oh, man, come on. 63.26 short. Boom. Did they sell it? Yes. Great. KSS 63.26, and I missed this morning on my what is my chat there for you guys who trade stocks. KSS, I told you every single time, and I'm short already 200 shares here on Thinkorswim. I'm gonna show you those as well, and I just went short on my 63.26. Target, baby. I'm going to ride this baby all the way to 60. This, I am not taking prisoners, right? A stop, no stop, baby. On this one, it's my own risk. But this no stop, at least on 64, I will add, actually. A stop, this is your own risk. I mean, you can, if you have a 1 point a stock or $2 a stock, that's your own. For me, I will be adding. At 64, excuse me, if I see that 64, which I don't know if we will, but there you go. That's my KSS. Now, look at my KSS trade that I have. What is my KSS on? I believe, where am I on my KSS? What am I? Oh, there it is. KSS. I am short 200 shares, I believe. There you go. I am short 200 shares. What happened to my charts? There it is. I went short last week. Last week I went short $60. Let me show you. You see it on my screen. 200 shares, right at $60. Right at $60. Right, $60. Now we are at 63. Look, we went to 63.90. God, geez, Lou. So let me place an order to add to my short here. There. I just placed an order to add 100 shares at 64. That would give me an average of around 61 and change. So let's see if it's gonna happen. I am short on my interactive broker, short on my Thinkorswim. Let it go to $60 or $59 on our trade. Back to the EMini and back to oil. By the way, oil, guys, I mean, sorry, I haven't talked about oil this morning, but man, freaking boring. I mean, we missed this long of the 64. If you guys went long, kudos on those of you who know me. On the 85, I really messed up, man. Really messed up. This is going to bug me all day because there were my $2,000 trade right at the low. So when the market was 65 this morning, around 7 a.m. in the morning, around 7 a.m. in the morning, the market was 65 on oil. I decided to put an order at 64.50 somewhere here, 64.55, which is my number. And the son of a guns, they just open and boom, one time framing higher all the way to the 66. There were my 1,100 bucks, easy money, right? 1,100 for the morning, and now it's gone. We're gonna wait. I will wait. I was telling you I wanted to short that 66.20 point of control. So now no longer is that doable, right? Look, we tagged the point of control, that virgin point of control that we left on 66.15s. We tagged it, and we are too close right now. So even if the move, I think potentially for me, as we come into the close today on oil, I will be looking for these guys. So I'll give you this right now. I will be looking for this move on oil back to the 65.85. That will give you around $500, all right? I will repeat that again. I will be looking to short this 66.15. If they give me a little bit push here, a little more of a range extension back to the 66.25, I will short 66.25, 66.18, somewhere around here. I will short going into the close for oil, see if they can go back to the mean. So far, we have not. Well, actually, we just retraced back to the top of the initial balance. So I'm pushing it a little bit here. It will be risky. They can squeeze me to 66.50, shorting the 66.25. But shorting the 66.25, right? If I were to short those 66.25 on my oil, my risk to 50, let's say they squeeze me to 50, is only 25 ticks, right? If they were to go to 66.50. My reward is about 40 cents all the way to 65.85. Why do I have the 65.85? Those of you guys know that these guys will play with the retail traders. 15 ticks stop below the 65, below the 66 number. So I have my risk only being 25, so I'm risking very small, and my reward about 40 ticks, about 400, 450 bucks. So that's my plan on my oil trade, maybe coming online pretty soon. I'll place my order. Let me go to my interactive broker. Let me place my order, because if not, I'm going to mess that up. Probably gonna forget about my order. And let's go back here and place one order here. Come on, man. There. Sell, just a single one. There you have it. Oops. What is my stop? Hold on. Give me 1 second. Let me blow this up a little bit. And well, my reward is going to be, maybe, I want to capture at least 50. My risk, guys, very tight. 25 ticks. There you have it. 66.20. There it is. Right on the screen. There is my risk, and here is my reward. All right? There is my risk, right? And here is my reward. All right? And if I can trail it down, if I see these suckers going to 65.50, I will trail it down all the way to 65.50, right? For my oil trade. Currently 66 bucks. And before I leave, I'll show you as well why am I doing the trade. Do you see this? 66.50. I mean 66.25, right? Look at the book map, right? Look at the book map. There is my supply zone. Yes, I want to go with these guys. I want to go with these guys. This supply zone right here. Here is my 66.50. Here is my risk. There are some guys here, some supply at 66.50. But here is my reward, baby. This is what I'm looking for. 65.80s. Maybe if we don't get to the 76 number, we might stop right here around the 85, and I can collect those 800 bucks on my trade. All right. All right, guys. That's what I got for you guys today. I mean, let's go back to the EMini and let's go look at my beautiful SMH. Boom. Look at the SMH. SMH give us about 200 bucks easy. I mean, what is my stress on this baby? Back to 230s. Back to 230s. Yeah. back to 230s. We are long to 28.50. I can collect another 850 bucks on this trade. So let's put a single order. If I see 230.35, get the hell out. Right? I'm gonna get out right here at the top. Right? If we come to the 227, you know the drill. I will be adding to my chart. Currently about 100 shares. Let's go look at the TQQs. Those of you who are with me on the TQQs, I have no idea what the TQQs are doing. TQQs, oh man, look at this. We lost those 100 bucks, right? We're pushing. We are literally at the same place that we bought it, but we were up. So if I see this 94, I might start closing it, guys, and then buying it back here, because we were up at about 112 bucks early on, and I did not ring the register. Sometimes you want to make sure you ring the register, guys. This was my fault, by the way. This was my fault. All right. ES, going back to the EMini, all right? EMini, what is it giving me? Man, what is my EMini? Ah, I don't have my, there you go. All right, EMini. EMini 51s. Wow, man, 50s is still boring. Look at this mess on the EMini. It's going to be so hard for some of you guys to trade these if you are not really disciplined on your trades. Be very careful, please. You have to have a discipline when to get in and when to get out on your trades. My Apple did get executed as small at 125.70 on my interactive brokers. Right? I just got a notification. When that 125.70 on Apple, currently is 126. Small. I just got about 80 shares on it. Let's see if this is going to have any legs back to 127 today. If not, I'm just going to close it out. All right. What are we doing? What are we doing with? Oh, back to the EMini. I was just talking about the EMini. EMini trade. I have to leave in about 6 minutes. Close the room. So I will be seeing you guys tomorrow. But we've been here almost an hour and a half, and we made about pretty good money. About 2,000 bucks. Some of the guys already make about $1,000. I think Bubble maybe went to have his dinner in the UK. So look at the EMini. And this is, by the way, this is the 5-minute chart that you see on the screen. Candlestick, nothing fancy. Pure TA. What we care is about the market profile. And so far, what do we have? These 42s having some demands on. The 35 is the top of the gap. We have a gap right at 35. So any break of these 40, 42 will give you 41.35 for you guys playing the short side. Those of you playing the long of the 40s, you know the drill. Here is where the congestion is, right around the 52s, right? So that will give you about 10 points, about 500 bucks with one lot, going long the extremes right around the 42s. Place a tight stop, maybe 2 points, because if we drop below 40, you know we're going to 35. Unless you want to take 7-point hit, I wouldn't. You guys saw my trade already from 47 to 44. They stopped me out. So, boom. Don't take too much of a risk. You don't need to be taking too much risk. All right. So, I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow. I'm going to leave you with what I see so far on the ES. Look at 41, 42 extremes. Longs back to the 50s. Below the 42s. Only below the 42. You will grab that 41.35. If you look at the whole order flow today and the market generated information, you can clearly see how since the open and initial balance, so far we are one time framing lower. So being an inside day, yeah, it's really hard, right? It's really hard. Even though when you're one time framing, they can easily squeeze you back up on any move to the downside. So be careful, guys. This is all I have for you guys today. I mean, we've been gone over an hour and 22 minutes already. So thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys being here. Just remember, right, our website, eslive8.com. Come check us out. We are live at 11 a.m. tomorrow at 11 a.m. at Eastern, we're going to go live on YouTube again, give you guys some insights. Go ahead and join us on Discord. And those of you who are interested on our service, just go ahead and join us. It is only the price of 3 ticks on the ES, right? 3 ticks on the ES, and that pays your subscription. We do about 25 ticks per day, right? Per day. Those of you who are in the room, and plus whatever we do with the FANG stocks and whatever we do with oil, I mean, we make about this in, you guys just saw me making this just with SMH in less than half an hour. So it is worth it. And we have a tons of resources that you guys, actually, let me take a look at the yields now. And yields unchanged for today. And we go live on YouTube at 11 a.m. Let me look at the dollar. The dollar down, so the oil's going up a tiny bit today. And what do we have on FOMC? FOMC is way until the tool that we have for June is the same. Nothing. So come over, check us out, eslive8.com. And don't forget, right, those of you who are in, oh, there you go. I'm going to do another video today. Those of you who want to follow me on my tweet page, go ahead and follow, right? And please go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel. All right. Take care, guys. I will be seeing you guys tomorrow morning. All right. Tomorrow morning, I'll be seeing you guys in the room. We have tons of things to do, by the way, coming online for the rest of the week. So pay attention to what the market is doing today. Don't get all crazy. It's a rotational day today. Inventory, liquidations. You might get those throughout the day. You are out of you're out of the overnight. So be careful. You are out of the overnight range. Good chances are this guy just flushed to the 40 and rotate back. So any shorts, they might stop on the 40. But if they don't, look at what happens. There you have it. Right, 41.35, top of the gap from Friday. All right, guys, kudos to those of you. Bubble, thank you so much, Bubble, for being here. Bubble, you did amazing today, brother. Pretty good. Pretty good. Do I have somebody on the chat? Any? Hey, Cesar. All right, appreciate you, brother. CL, thank you for the oil explanation. All right, good. You got it. You got it. Man, let's see if they're gonna give me the 66.25. My order is in. I have nothing to do, Emmanuel. You guys know me. My orders. I place my orders, and then I just hear the tiny bell ringing that the orders have been executed. That's how I trade. Let me go back to my SOX, not a SO, excuse me, SMH. Look at the SMH, right? Look at the SMH, guys. We're making about $300. There, you just pay for your subscription in less than 20 minutes. There you go. Boom. Subscription is paid. 229. We're making about $300 on that. What is my TQQ doing? Is the TQQ coming back? TQQ sitting, going nowhere. Yeah, we should have. Should have, could have, would have. Forget it. Should have, could have, would have doesn't work for me. But yeah, it was a pretty nice trade. I just did not see it on my 94s to get out. 95, excuse me, 95s. We can grab some more. Besides, this is only 1/5 of my position, only 100 shares. So in the meantime, we can do the following. Easy money. Go and collect the dollar on our, what do you call it? On my SMH. SMH was printing 229 and change. I have my order to get out at 230.50, right? 230.50. So, but I see a struggle here on the 20, but this is just my 5 minutes. Let's go to the hourly. I think the 20 on the hourly is a bit. Let's go look at the hourly. See what the hourly will give me before I leave. There is go 43, guys. 43.50 actually on the EMini. Right? 43.50. Yes. So look at the 20 EMA. So we're stuck right between the 20 and the 50 on the SMH, right? Right. If you look at the hourly, which is what I trade for, my targets, there is my 20 at 231, and there is my 50. We are right in the middle right now on the hourly. So hopefully we'll get back to these 231s, 235 and collect some $500, $600 on our trade. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow. Go back to the EMini. 42s, man. Come on, EMini. Let's go back to the 30. 42s, I'll be going long. Come on, come on, come on. You got burned on TQQ. You will never get burned on TQQ, my friend. TQQs, I mean, if you're day trading it, you might take a bit of a hit. Emmanuel, yes, absolutely. But I have never, rarely lose money on TQQs because I hold them. So I swing trade those. And I swing trade them by going 1/5 at a time. So what I will do is go 1/5 of my entry and average down. Because remember the 80s and 70s that we grabbed of February? I mean, we didn't get out of those until 100. So look to establish a position for the day trading. Look at the book map. If you are day trading the TQQ, TQQ can move $2 against you. That's why day trading is so hard on TQQs, because TQQs move so fast and you can get burned if you're going with a tight stop. So I would suggest to you, you either wait. A couple of times I have shorted the stock. Rarely I have shorted TQQs, but I have done it. I have shorted TQQ just by following. Hold on, let me put this on the screen because if not, I'm gonna see what I'm doing here. Just by following bookmap. Let me show you. Right. What I have done with my TQQ play is play the extremes. Right. I will play those extremes. But look at the confluence on the 93. Look at all these buyers here on these 93s. Look at this buyer. Look at the amount of buyers that they came online this morning as we were dropping right around 10 a.m. So your next stop is 92. So if you have bookmap, by the way, those of you who have bookmap, learn to read this supply demand and play them. You can play them both ways, Emmanuel, on TQQs. Like I said, I would rarely reverse my trade on my TQQs, and that is because TQQ can move really, really fast against you. So look for that. I believe this, like I said, always, guys, always know where you are in your trading environment. I went and gave you this NDX, and that's why I placed this NDX on the screen for you to see the overall picture, right? Based on this NDX, we know we have this 13,000 right here underneath. And yes, this will put some pressure on my TQQ, FNGU, SMH. You know it. This will put some pressure. So just know your risk. All I can tell you is know your risk. My risks are playing the extremes, getting back at the supply, right? But I know my risk. Here is my risk as well. And if I'm day trading, I might get out. Some of them I don't get out. Like SOX, I think SOXL. I'm still, by the way, right? Those of you who know me, my SOXL, I'm still long. Look, I'm still long SOXL. Am I sweating this? I'm not sweating. And by the way, I took 200 at 32.88 and I grabbed it here or somewhere here. I believe I grabbed it here on Wednesday, last Monday. And I took about $6 of hit on that trade. But I am not sweating because, guys, SOXL, which is semiconductor as well, by the way. These are the direction shares on the semiconductor as well. SOXL, I mean, we got it back to 38. What was it? 38 here. When we exit this trade, what at 38 on the first share. So look at what you are at all times. You know, mitigate your risk. Don't get burned, please, Emmanuel. Try to make money. Wait for your trade to come to you. What else can I tell you? I can tell you a lot of things. But here is the daily on SOXL, right? And this baby, once we grab it back in March, we grab it right around 30. That's when we grab this baby at 30. Some of the guys, they ride all the way to 45. I got it to 38. I got out at 38. I didn't get out here. I was too greedy, and I didn't ring the register here. I got out at 38. So I still make money. And now we're back at the 30s, okay? So if you look at the trend lines, right? Here are my trend lines. We just came to the 200, right? We just came to the 200 on the SMH. So, SOXL. So good chances are we go back to the 20 and 50, $35. And I have about 200 shares. That's about $1,000 easy in about a week and a half that we can have, we can grab out of it. Let's look at the SMH. What am I doing? 229.40, same place. Actually, not same place. I think I grab it a little bit better. Yeah, making about $100, $200 now, right? for the day. Right? Easy. And I have my order to go on, okay? So guys, it is 11:30. Thank you so much. I'll be seeing you guys later today. Those of you who are my premium members, I have to go just take my daughter to a second appointment today and then come back in about an hour and a half. Maybe I'll be here by the close. I will leave the room open so you guys can look into the book map, and I will get rid of this. Let me go back here to put the ES on the screen. All right. Here is the book map. No, here is the book map. I will open it up just a tiny bit for those of you who are here in the room. Here is the book map. I'm going to leave the book map, and I'm going to leave the market profile on the side. All right. And with that, this time, yes, I will get the heck out of here because my wife is just banging on the door. Be talking to you guys later today. All right. In the trading room.